What's up, guys? I know I haven't uploaded a video in about 3 weeks now. Um, and there's a reason why. Well, the reason why I haven't really been doing well, I haven't really been doing videos because like I haven't had the energy to do videos, and also I feel like I need to focus on myself more for a little bit before I really start doing YouTube for real because I really want to be I want to be. I might not be 100%, but at least 90%, 80%, 50%, whatever. Now I'm able to do videos like that. I don't know what I mean. Really, I know. I really want to talk about. Maybe I can give advice, but I don't know. Do that on here too, but but also talk about God on here because I feel like that's what God wants me to do. Talk about Him on here. I'm not. And when I do come back, because I decided I didn't want to just leave and not tell nobody and be like, oh my goodness, I disappeared, didn't tell nobody, and yeah, I'm taking time, but I'm gonna tell y'all now that I'm taking time away from doing YouTube videos for a couple for I guess a couple months. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be, but you see when I upload another video, which is gonna be a while, so I'll upload another one. But another other video I uploaded 3 weeks ago was rewatched the video myself. I'll just be honest with you, I didn't like how it was. That's a person that's hurting. And I ain't gonna say, oh, I'm better. Well, not better, but I feel better than nothing because I'm not. I'm not. Everybody goes through something in life, and I know I ain't only going through this right now, going through stuff like that, but it hurt, it hurts, because I feel, I know I'm not alone, you know, but I feel alone because I be at home by myself, and I feel alone most of the time because I'm like, man, I don't hang out with my friends like that. Now, I'm just that could change, I can hang with my friends. Of course, I can't hang out with all of them, but at least the one I feel like I could ask, to hang out with, at least hang out with them, and the thing is, it's okay to do stuff by yourself too. You don't always have to do stuff with people. Now, even if you're not in a relationship with nobody, or you don't, you got friends, but the thing is with that is, you don't really have to always do stuff with friends, or even if you had a relationship, you didn't have to do nothing with them all the time. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but you think about it before you even. I guess I'll say it like this: before you even had friends or a relationship, right? Before all that, you was by yourself. Well, not by yourself because you had your parents, but you didn't have, you weren't worried about that time, So now I think about it now. I'm 24 years old, and it goes for anybody, not just for myself, but for anybody. Um, you do stuff by yourself, man. You do stuff by yourself. You don't always have to have somebody. And the thing is, you can live your life. You can live your life even if you don't have a girlfriend, or even if you don't even have that many friends to hang out with. Even if you got yourself, you're not alone. But also, you got God in your life. If I don't know if some of y'all believe in God, and not that's watching the video. I know some of y'all do. Some of you probably don't. I don't know, to be honest. But I feel like you got God by your side. You're not alone. You just gotta trust in God. Everybody. I'm going through stuff. A lot of people going through stuff in life. I've gone through a lot in my life. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit here and lie about it. Say, oh, my life perfect. It ain't perfect. It's not. My life ain't that perfect. I've gone through a lot. I even when I was a teenager, I was going through stuff. But even the past couple years, and well, listen, I'm just gonna talk about the 2020s. These past years, it's on 2025. We're in the mid 2020s right now. So, beginning of 2020 was, I think I've talked about it before in these videos. I mean, it's been a lot. I lost during these years. I lost my grandfather 5 years ago. I still miss him to this day. But I know he wanted me to keep moving. in life. Don't be sad about it. And then I lost my friend a couple years ago. Um, you know, I lost. He passed away, but I also lost friends that even though they didn't pass away, they're still alive. I lost some friends. I had stopped being friends with certain people because it's just well, definitely now I have stopped being friends with certain people. I ain't stopped being friends with everybody, but certain people I had to be friends, stop being friends with. Some people stopped being friends with me, and I lost a lot of friends through these years. Definitely, even my friends this year, even not even that long ago, even probably last month, but even this month, maybe not this month, but like this year, I lost friends. I lost some friends, some friends that I stopped being friends with. I mean, I don't want to talk story about one of my friends. He was my best friend. But I feel like we both going separate ways. But the thing is, not just that. It's just like we didn't have time to hang out with each other like that. And I feel like I want the best for him, and I want I think what's bad for him enough. I say I wish the best for him. And if we're meant to be friends again, then meant to be friends again. But that's all I'll say about that one. But I got another friend that I'm not gonna go there, but it's crazy how a friend think, you know, a friend can think they betrayed you if they feel like if I feel like the person you a friend with I just feel like they didn't work out like that way. I just feel like some of the past stuff. I thought about it. I gave him so many chances. But now I think about it. I got to think about myself, man. I'm 24 years old. I'm older now. I can't just keep a friendship like that. So you know, let it be, man. I guess I don't know, but relationships. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm so bad at relationships, at keeping a relationship. Cause oh man, I've been, but really relationships. I really say I really been in some. Wasn't really against a relationship, but it was only like three. I'll say this: I'm gonna be in three women that was like really. In reality, though, I was gonna be in three women, and all three of the relationships didn't end too well. I'm not gonna talk about the other two relationships because they're not really important anymore. But I'll talk about the one relationship. So, the point is, before I do that, I think you should do stuff by your. You just gotta have. Like it's like the thing is with this, what's been hitting hard. It's like man, you know, and I'm not gonna tell you. I didn't. And maybe I feel embarrassed about it, and I still feel embarrassed about it. But you know what? I'm human, so it's okay. If people gonna judge you, they can judge you. But I know I had a breakup with my. I'll say this: she's my recent. Well, I'll say she's my recent ex, but um, we broke up 2 years. Well, I would say she broke up with me, and I regret how it was. I and don't be like me, but I blame stuff on her. I used to get so mad at her for a lot of stuff. I used to get mad. I'm like, why you didn't want to make just I used to get mad, anger. I used to have hate for people. I used to even have hate for her because of how our relationship ended. But that changed after that changed because I don't really have hate for her anymore. I didn't like that I had hate for her because it wasn't right. That's not me. That's not who I am. I don't have hate for her anymore because me and her, we talk things, why things ended, and I don't hate her for it, and she apologized for everything, for a lot of times, and and I forgive her. It's still hard, but I think I forgive her. Gotta forgive her for everything. I mean, I don't regret relationship with her. I always have love for her, and I always will care for her. You know, I tried to be the best boyfriend I could be for her, but I guess I couldn't be. I wasn't. I wasn't. I don't know. It's hard to talk about. I just wasn't. I guess I feel like me. I feel like I wasn't good enough for her. I feel like I wasn't. But I know she did think I was. good to her. You know, I tried to be, you know, I try to be the man I try to be the man for her, but I just I'm not mentally, not just mentally, but I just feel like maybe I'm not ready for that. You know, and the other thing was, you see, I never say her name in here because out of respect for her, I will not say her name on a YouTube video, never, because out of respect for her, I don't want people to know her. I don't I'm not gonna say her name in here out of respect to her because I still respect her. You know, I still want the best for her life. I still want her to be happy in her life. You know, because she wants to say for me, and I want it for her. It's like you can have a problem with exes. It depends what. Like, you know, I thought our relationship ended messy, but actually, I realized it was not just her breaking up with me. Yeah, she broke up with me, but I feel like it was a mutual decision because the truth is, you know, I guess I wanted to end. I didn't want to be in a relationship because I didn't want us to be together anymore because kind of wanted it just I just wanted what's best for both of us, and I think it was what's best for both of us, and I think also I know it's what's best. He also agrees to that's what's best for both of us. That we both basically wanted this. So, um, yeah, I guess we both wanted this, and you know, it's like, yeah, it hurts, but we both thought he thought it was best for both of us not to be together anymore, and I actually agree with that. It's crazy to say I agree with it. I used to be like the nah, I used to always big and all. I'm not gonna get into that because that's in the past. But all I'm gonna say is, it's hard, guys. Breakups are hard. They are hard, and I haven't really been in a real relationship for real. Yeah, I might have been talking to other women, but nothing real serious. But I haven't really been in a real relationship though in 2 years. 2 years to 2023. So, you know, um, I don't know if he's gonna really see this or not. I'm not sure if he ever will. Who knows? But I don't regret what we had. I thank you for being my girlfriend at the time. Yeah, it had some moments, but still don't regret what we had. I'm still happy that we did. Happy we were together. At the time. But I know it's time to put that past relationship behind us. It's time for me to put it behind me. But I still wish her the best, and I try to be there for you, and I try to be there for your daughter too. I tried to, but I think, and in real reality, though, I know, and that I wasn't ready for that. Take care of, to help, take care of your daughter like that. I know it's your spot to do it too, but I wanted to help you because how much I cared about you, how much I loved you, and I want to be there for you and your daughter at the time, because I just wanted to be there for you. That's in my heart because I knew that's what I had to do at the time. But I feel like you want me to, I'm not ready for that right now. I'm not right now. But I know that I'll be a good dad one day. One day. But I'm glad I did what I had to do then. And I don't regret any of it at all. So, thank you. Thank you, though. Thank you for you. You still, and I don't think you're a bad person enough, but thank you for being, because I know you still care for me. We don't have a problem with each other, but I still want the best for you. And I thank you, you know, for being my girlfriend at the time. But I I hope I pray for I pray for you, your family, your I pray for I pray for your family, your daughter. You know, I just only want the best for you. You know that. I think you know that. But yeah, I just want you to be happy. I want the best for you. And there's no, I still care for you. Still care about you, and I'll still be praying for you. You know, but you know, it's hard, guys. You know, it's be honest. Yeah, I thought the relationship ended messy at first, but then, at, but be honest, it really didn't end messy yet. Well, that ain't really end messy. It ended on really good terms. Our relationship ended on good terms, basically. Because you gotta understand, you know, I don't know when I'm gonna have kids, but I know I will meet a woman again, by the grace of God. That I will meet a woman again, but I don't know when. But man, guys, just whew, it's hard to make. Hard, you know. Yeah, do I want to meet life again? Yes, but I just feel like I need to focus on myself more. Focus not just on myself, but focus on God. You know, focus on God and myself more. Gotta change some stuff about myself because I don't like the way the man I've been for the past couple of years. A man that has a bunch of anger inside him and just say stuff, and I've hurt some people, my family. I hurt some family friend. You know, I've said stuff to people that I didn't mean to say, and I did some stuff I didn't mean to do. That's not me. That's not who I am. I don't like the way the man I'm becoming, and I don't want to be a changed man. And I'm starting to change a little bit, but it's gonna take some time. But I'm gonna change man for God and change man for myself. You know, I've been trusting more in God ever since. You know, for a while, for about 2 years now. I feel like I've been trusting more in God. You know, I've been praying to Him, talking to Him. You know, reading the Bible more. Which I used to not read the Bible like that, but now I read the Bible more than ever. And you know, but the thing is, you know, you also, I just want to say this too. You gotta forgive people. I don't care. I understand people did stuff to you that hurt so bad. I understand that. I know how it feels. You know, I know how it feels. But you gotta forgive. Like, okay, like with me. Okay, I forgive all people that I'm not even friends with no more. I forgive them for wherever they hurt me. I know if they wherever they did to hurt me. If someone did do stuff to hurt me. Someone really did. They just went separate ways. But and if I did something to hurt them, they would forgive me. But I know even if they forgive me or not, I know God would forgive me. You know, cause I can forgive myself. I also gotta forgive myself. I gotta forgive others. You know, like I gotta forgive my exes. I gotta forgive them as well, and of course they forgive me as well too. And yeah, you know, you gotta forgive people. I mean, well, any situation, anybody that hurts you in your past, you gotta forgive them. Because if you don't forgive them, God's not gonna forgive you. So forgive them for yourself and for God. You know, just forgive them. Just forgive them. Don't hold, because if you don't forgive people, it's gonna hold you. It's gonna hold against you. You gotta forgive people because life is too short. Life is short, guys. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know when it's gonna let them hurt, but I'll say this. I'm gonna be a changed man. And when I come back, I'm gonna be a better man, a changed man. I'm kind of ashamed, but not as much. But maybe I'm getting there. But I pray that blessings come into your life. I pray blessings come into my life as well. And I'm grateful, to be alive, waking up every day by the grace of God. Um, I'm grateful to wake up every day. That you should be happy by that because most people do not. Most people going through stuff more than me. I should be grateful for the life I have right now. You know, um, it just, I'm grateful. I hope, we can I can have a friendship with a certain person. I'm not gonna say on here, but a real friendship. But also, I appreciate the friends, the family in my life. I'm grateful to have them in my life. They're still in my life. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful to have them in my life. I'm grateful to have my family in my life. You know, but I just gotta know that I gotta focus on myself, focus on God more, and I feel like many blessings will come to my life that I want, that I've been praying for, that I want in my life to happen. You know, and I hope blessings come into your life as well. And I pray for all of you. Even when I pray for all people around the world, even my friends, my family, even just anybody. I pray for all of you, because that's who I am. I used to just not play for everybody. I mean, I used to not play it that much, but now I've been playing a lot more, you know. But it's just part of the change. Also, part of the change is you gotta heal. You just gotta heal. You gotta heal. Only God can heal you. Nobody else. Not a relationship, not a friend. I mean, friends, they can support you, yes. A relationship, they can support you, yes, but they can't really help you for real. God can't really help you. Whatever you got going on, just go to Him, And that's what I try to do. I've had a moment when it was hard for me. Almost gave up, saying, I almost quit, but nah, I'm still here. Just keep fighting. I know life is hard, definitely. I mean, I'm only 23, and you think 20s are hard? 20s ain't easy. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's not. But I probably get better though. Yeah. But I'm just trying to be a changed man, guys. Gotta be a different man. That was forced. So if I don't change, where's that gonna get me? Where's that gonna get me? I know I'm yelling. I'm just talking a little too much, and I know, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, but I feel like I had to say what I had to say on here because this is why I like doing YouTube videos because I could, say how I feel on here. And you see, I'm a little different from my last video because last video I was really mad. I don't really want to say no bad word, no cuss words anymore because that's not what I want to do. It just don't seem right to be like that. Just come out of my mouth. God ain't gonna like that, and I don't like it that much. But it's a lot of change gonna happen with me and with the channel because we're gonna talk about God, mostly God on here now, and advice about some stuff. There's different stuff on here. But last thing I want to say before I end the video, wrap the video up. So part of the change, which I feel like this is good for me because I'm actually changing. I'm not, realizing some stuff, accepting some stuff. It's hard to accept, of course. It's hard to accept. But, I gotta live my life. Gotta do some goals, gotta get done. Gotta keep moving. Because life is short. Gotta keep moving. I know I gotta keep moving in life. But also, part of the change is, well, you see my YouTube name is Zach Boss, right? Well, that changed. I'm not Zach Boss anymore. I don't like that name because I'm not a boss. I'm just Zachariah. That's my real name. I know Zach is my real name too, but actually my real name, guys, is Zachariah. And that's what I'm be going by as my YouTube name. It's Zachariah. I'm embracing my name. My name is the Bible. I know it's spelled different, but my name is the Bible. And I forgot what it said in the Bible about what's my name. What my name means. But I'm going to just appreciate my name, Zachariah. And that's who I am. So I'm Zachariah, guys. Not Zach Boss, Zachariah. Not Zach, Zachariah. My mom gave me that name. It's in the Bible, like I said. But I used to not like my name for reasons. But that I'll go there in another story, another time. But the Zachariah, and it's the beginning of a new person. And coming back on this channel as a better, healthy person. And I just wanted to end the video and say, before I end the video, I want to say is, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for everybody in my